In a Atlanta suburb, a mother buckles her two little boys into the car, 6-year-old Ricky and 4-year-old Mike. They have no idea that within minutes, their childhood would end. Their father, a successful attorney, is not with them, but he knows exactly what's about to happen. Sara Tokars had started asking questions about money, about accounts, about her husband's law practice. Behind the polished suits and courtroom confidence, Fred Tokars was allegedly laundering money for drug dealers, millions of dollars following through shell accounts and legal fronts. And prosecutors would later say Sara found out. Worse, she threatened to turn him in. To some men, exposure is worse than prison. And according to the state of Georgia, Fred Tokars made a decision. He hired a hitman. On November 29th, 1992, Curtis Rower intercepted Sara and the boys. He forced them into a vehicle. He drove them around. Two small children sitting beside their terrified mother, not understanding why this stranger had taken them. Then the car stopped. Rower pulled out a gun, and in front of her sons, he shot Sara Tokars in the head. The gunman fled. The car was left behind, and in the silence that followed, 6-year-old Ricky did something no child should ever have to do. He took his little brother's hand, he ran to a nearby house, and told a stranger, "A bad man shot my mommy." At first, the suspicion didn't immediately land on Fred. He appeared composed, grieving, controlled. But when Curtis Rower was arrested, he made a deal, and he named the man who hired him, Fred Tokars. In 1994, Fred Tokars was convinced of racketeering and sentenced to life in prison. In 1997, he was convicted of Sara's murder, another life sentence, no parole. He later became a prison informant, testifying against others in hopes of shaving time off, a sentence that would never end. He would die in prison in 2020, but slowly from illness. But the real life sentence belonged to the boys. Ricky grew up to become an EMT, a man who saves lives. Mike became a journalist, but he struggled for years with depression before his own death in 2020. Sara's family has said his death brought no comfort because some wounds don't close. They echo through holidays, through empty chairs at the table, through two little boys who once had to run for help. And there is a reminder. Sometimes the most dangerous person in the room is the one who looks the most respectable. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell below so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And until next time, I'm your host, Lisa. Stay safe, stay aware, and take care.